Okay, an interesting discovery. Yes, I've been working with this tape that has this waxy, very waxy release paper on it, and it's a really handy thing. I've been making boxes, and then I decided I keep the tape because it's very handy. Of course, here I just smeared some on this magnetic thing, but what I was using it for was to put around an edge of paper that I was painting black. Well, where my brush went off the edge, the black, obviously, the paint went on this plasticky sheet, and now it's drying. And it's not dried enough. In fact, here's a piece where you can see it's still wet, a big glob of it there. But look at the interesting patterns because of the waxy paper. I mean, look at these beautiful patterns. So as I was about to rip these off the project I was working on and throw them away, my mind went to, I wonder if they will release once dried, I'm pretty sure they will, onto polymer clay. Well, this is the back of a piece that I had been working on. I just grabbed it because it was there. It's a very pretty piece on this side. It actually started out being white. I was using some pan pastels, then mixed it up in the clay, so now the actual side is a blue or greenish mottled. I do like the pattern, but I didn't have time to roll out some white clay. And I just laid the dry pieces, like this one will be when I'm positive that it's dry, on top of the clay. Burnished it with a bone folder, but I bet you could really use anything, a key card, gift card. And look at the patterns that transferred. I think the one I haven't worked yet there because it's still got a bit of wet on it right there. I'm waiting for it to dry, and this one also, when it dries. This one's not as good, but there are little bits and pieces of it that are amazing. And guess what? It transfers to the clay. Wow. It's a very interesting potential. Now let's look at this one here that's still drying. Oh, just look at that. Oh my God. You gotta love this, right? Look at these absolutely gorgeous, naturally occurring crackle patterns. And it would depend on whatever color paint that you are doing. This will, once I'm sure it's dry, and that's what I'm waiting for now. I know this will transfer immediately. It slips right off of the waxy surface right onto the polymer clay. So that's my discovery for the day. I've been playing with other things. I'll walk over here and show you what I've been doing. Okay, I painted some deli wrap paper, and I wanted the background to be black. So what I had done was put these waxy things that I'd not thrown away from the tape that I was using. Like, here's a piece that I hadn't used because it's too small. The bad part about doing this is, although my mat could be cleaned, but I wanted something I could just throw away. The funny thing is, the truth is I can't throw away anything. But anyway, I had these stuck like over here because I wanted to paint all the way off the edge. So this paint is still drying, and this is nothing more than deli paper, deli paper that I've painted black using some black matte. Actually, this is a chalkboard paint, believe it or not. But anyway, it's doing the trick. But as I was scooping up these pieces to throw in the trash, I started looking at the fabulous patterns that emerged. So, as a tip, I don't know if you've got anything similar. I'm not sure if the paper, say, what do you call it? Freezer wrap, which has a waxy surface, or plain old wax paper even, would create the same beautiful patterns. But there they are. I used a brush to paint that black piece, and it was a bristly brush with long bristles, and I just swooped them over. But just look, and how easy. I know it will transfer, guys. I just know it. So I'm passing along this reminder for me and this tip. I'm so glad I got such a big hunk of piece. Look at that. All the rest of it, I was being very careful not to overdo it, but I wish I had more because this is really awesome. Can't wait to transfer it. Anyway, a tip for me, a reminder for me, 5 minutes, 52 seconds, and I'm going to post this, and you guys can have some fun with it.